Merhabalar. Witcher'da kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Dördüncü bölümdeydik ve burada bir arkadaşa yardım ettik. Oradan devam edebiliriz artık. Bakalım görevlerimizde ne var? İkinci görevlerde tamam. Artık şuraya doğru gidebiliriz. Zaten fazla bir şey kalmadı. Savaşmayacağım, canım yok.
Let's go.
Heard of the Fryhead Brigade? Your kind, non-humans.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A Witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go.
Aynen, tek kılıç darbesine gideceksiniz.
Nordling.
Her şeyi hızlayabiliriz buradaki.
Nordest Ulfheiden en Meras. Esse Drugmar. Esse Tuven Ulfheiden.
Yağmaladığım için.
What? Lost your nerve?
Bunlar beni alır hocam. İğne elimde mi? Gel. Arkadaşlar. Bir dönelim ya. Bir bakalım onun da tadına bir bakalım geriye dönüp.
Yağmalama, boş ver.
Aynen yağmalanmıyormuş, gerek yok.
Her şeyimiz var zaten.
Yok yok dön. Dönmem daha. İlk ve son ben o hatayı bir kere yap.
Is it true? Northern women.
Military camp. No local.
I look
You look.
dead wrong.
A Witcher? Captain.
You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
Bu sefer lafı biz
To the
sokalım.
tower. Go.
İçeride köfte yapıyoruz.
Girmeden önce. Herkesin içinde oturdun değil mi sabaha kadar böyle?
Position a share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on them, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned
bunlar-
only the elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Bir şey soracağım. Bunlar iyi gibi lan.
Çok da kötü durmuyorlar.
Değil mi?
Aynen. Ya sadece savaş çıkarmışlar o kadar anlamadık.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And
Hadi
then I
bakayım.
shall see what I can do.
Şunu da
Why do
merak
you care
ettim.
about this griffin?
Because I care about people.
Aha.
The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
Deal.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go
Oy.
to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten. Es verheirig, Corpailir serid es marv.
Bu kadar mı?
Password.
Don't know any.
So, out for a little walk, you say? Count
Bileyledik
the
silahları da.
swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Like you to craft something for me.
Aynen bir tamir. Hı.
Show me what you're peddling.
Bakalım ben bir şey satabileceğim mi buna? Bu nedir hocam? Kurt saati. Bir dakika. Ha, geçici olarakmış. Okey. Eşyaların seviyelerini düşürür diyordu da. Hani giyemediğimi giyeyim diyecektim. Geçiciyim. Aynen. Şuradan iniliyorum ya. Diğer tarafa gideceğiz galiba. İnilmiyor ama ben inerim. Gelir ya.
Time to end this.
Oy güzel. Bayağı bir şey bulduk. Burası biraz tehlikeli. Çok dolu etraf. Kurtlar var ileride, o demin dediğim bir önceki bölümümüze tek atanlar.
Move it. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Yetenek vermedi. Bunu aldık mı daha önce?
Wonder if the wench took down the wash.
Not so fast, Roach.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Wonder if the wench took down the wash.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields. Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Slower.
Griffin'i öldürdükten sonra yanına gidecektik. Sanırım.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets. The red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking, a few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Yo, ben şimdi istiyorum. Yapalım onu.
Yes?
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there. How many times Mother Nenica stitched me.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which there was a boy, Goslav. He'd bear his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left. Nenike refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak.
Okuyorum mu?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find some.
Bu abla iyiymiş ha. İş var. Ot işi ya.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Avcıya. En son gören oymuş. Griffin'i.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth.
Kör
You know
mü?
why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started. Soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kicking too late. Attacked another one.
What? Lost your nerve?
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
İşgal edilmeden önce. İşgalden büyük ihtimal.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other.
Ne? Oğlu mu?
Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me. Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Nothing to mourn. They were Nilfgaardians.
They were lads, like ours, just clad in black plate. Good hunting now.
İnan ki hiç fark etmez. Kötü yoldaysın.
Good eye to you, good eye.
Guardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood. These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Kanı takip ediyorum.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time. Names. Horse, dog, human. A few months worth.
Griffin burada.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Aynen.
Öldürüyoruz ya.
28-34.
Burned. Only a human could do this.
That's it, Roach. Whoa there, Roach.
Acaba şu görüş alanını düzenliyor mu ya? Şöyle bir dursun mesela. Yok. Fotoğraf mı oldu galiba?
Giddy up.
Something moved. Hey!
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It always sat there empty. This hut. That is. Till the night afore the battle. A man arrived. Walked right in like 'twere his own. Standing at my window, peering at the goings on. He must have been. 'Cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way.
Kusura bakmayın arkadaşlar, bir saniye. Ben de diyorum niye böyle. Ekran fullendi şimdi, tamam. Yanlarda siyahlık vardı.
Me pan for protection, see? But he just asks all polite. Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. Listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. Baffled for what
Ya
he's
mevzu
doing.
tava mı ya?
Ya teyze bir tavadan
Fascinating stuff.
ne çıkarıyor?
Before dawn. Will you
Ne istiyorsun Allah'ını? Hızlı
Never
söyle.
should
Tavanı
wait
istiyorsun değil mi
here,
sen?
just in case.
Yanlış yere kullandım.
Niye teyzeye doğru?
Avcı pantolonu. Oha, benimkiler nasıl iyi lan?
Bir tane daha fazla.
5 zırh. 4 zırh. Seti bozmak istemiyorum ya.
Ya Allah aşkına. O.
A corpse. Explaining the stench.
Evde ne var ne yok. Alalım sonra geri veririz. Aha, tavası.
The priceless frying pan.
Püh.
Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Documents, almost entirely burned. A few pieces still legible.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Ya bir sus Allah'ını seviyorsan ya.
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
Found the pan, have ye?
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind a soldier might have.
Found the pan, have ye?
Teyze al tavanı.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about. You've earned a token of thanks.
Yemek verecek değil mi?
For the
Yemek vereceksin.
Ne verdi? Ekmek, elma suyu falan. Güzel. Oo, güzel. Şimdi ben bir tam puan yokmuş. Dur bir girme. Şimdi. Nerede o? Böyle askeri. Ha, bir yerde hazine var ha. 2 kulübeli uçurumun dibindeki sahile gömdüm. Yanıp kül olmuş 2 kulübeli uçurumun dibindeki. Şurası mı lan? Sahil diyor. Burası dere. Burası garnizon. Tamam, olsun.
Burası dere.
Oğlum o bir yerde ha. Bence yani öyle düşünüyorum. Lazım olur, girmişken toplayalım. Zırh gibi bir şey buldum. Eldiven. Şu an ihtiyacımız yok buna. Boşta durmasınlar, basayım ya.
Should talk to Vesemir.
Kılıç çekimi biraz daha ihtişamlı olabilirdi. Çünkü bu tarz oyunlar oynadım. Şey var mesela. Shadow of Mordor var. Lord of the Rings'in oyunu gibi bir şey.
Good man. Whose field is that, the other side? Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else can you know from two Witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredigor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up? Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
İksir hazırlama. Bir dakika. Bir şey bıraktım ben yanlışlıkla. Ha.
Lad went missing one day, so folk found a witchman that was hunting nearby and started poking him, asking. When he started twisting and squirming, so word
Ne işe yarıyordu o? Saldırı gücünü arttırır.
got him to seek out something. But Tosley said he'd not give his dog this water. So you
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow. We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
Efendim?
Watch out! Come on! It's about to dive! Damn! It's fast! I'm too old for this shit. Don't let it get away!
Sorun yok.
Bleeding! It'll weaken soon! Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
That's it, Roach. Come on. What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Niye almayayım? Para gördüm affetmeyeceksin hocam.
No more. Please, no more. Mercy! Please! Heard of the Freiheit Brigade?
Your kind.
Non-humans. Please, no more! Mercy!
Ne oldu lan?
Please, no more!
Out of my way!
Seviye vardı o aklıma geldi şu an. Fast travel. Severiz.
A return customer.
Show me what you got.
Şunu giyebiliyorum artık. Galiba.
So long.
Bakacağım şimdi.
A return customer. Where?
Show me what you got.
Nilfgaardlı şey gibi lan bu. Kermor hazır ha. Ha. 21 şeye sattık.
So long. Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Tamaria. Fists starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
Yo, ben karışmak istiyorum. Artist deniyorlarmış. Bayıltalım mı?
What happened to the lilies?
Took them down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Gelin lan.
That's enough.
Allah'ın salakları. Neye güveniyorsun?
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Korksunlar. Kim artistik yapılıp yapılmayacağını öğrensinler.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a Witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can we take a moment to...
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
Oğlum bunlar Nilfgaard'da değilse kim bunlar? Sesin gelmiyor hiç bu arada. Anlamadım.
Yennefer, how'd
We
they...
shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
Evet, büyücü. Ev sünger değil o, normal büyücü. Büyülü.
It must suffice.
Think Amir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Dokundurtmaz. Yanları aldıracak abi.
Fine. Then what? Gonna do my nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short, while the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
No. Morvran Voris, commander of the Albert Division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men, all of them. Indeed, were, for none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You
İnan
have
ki hiç fark
time
etmez.
and razor to your throat.
Your men died in battle, as soldiers tend to.
I see their fate does not trouble you overly.
True, but I'm guessing the fate of those whose country they invaded didn't overly trouble them.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done.
Shall I shave him once more against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress. Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Gözüm ilk şuna çarptı.
This might come as news to the gentleman, but the towel
Yağmala.
around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience.
Oğlum hamam havlusu şunu bırak ya.
The gentleman will kindly dress. Black suits the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
rather try on something else.
Go ahead, we've time.
Öyle dedim çünkü oyunu kaydedeceğim. Bölüm 1 saat oldu bakayım. 1 saatlik bölüm. Şunun tadını bilenler yoruma bir kalp bıraksın la kardeş. Neyse arkadaşlar, bölümümüzün de burada sonuna gelelim. Çok garip bir şeyler oldu, anlamadım ben de. Yani bir mevzu varmış, onu konuşmaya geldik. Burası Vizima. Normalde Tameria'nın başkenti. Ama Nilfgaardlar işgal ettiği için şu an orası onlar başkenti olarak kullanıyormuş. Burada bir görüşme yapmaya geldik. Bir sonraki bölüm devam edeceğiz. Beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi ve kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın. Yorum yapmanız benim için çok önemli çünkü kanalımız öne çıkıyor. Bu da benim izlenmeme ve daha da içeriklerim kaliteli hale getirmeme vesile oluyor diyelim. Bir zincir var orada. Sona doğru kalite artıyor. Her neyse. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.